Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another beautiful day here in Columbia, Maryland, as the Howard Community College Dragons men's soccer team takes on the Cecil Seahawks. As first whistle is blown, and we are underway here in the Dragons' lair. Howard in their white shirts with the black shorts going from right to left on your screen in this first half, and Cecil, they are in their greens going from left to right. As the Dragons already on the front foot, it is going to be Leo Denor. Passes it off to Abdul Kamara. Kamara gets to the corner. He'll try a cross. It's going to be blocked by Cecil and out for the first corner kick of the game, 30 seconds in. Howard comes in with a 4-1 record. They won the first 4 games of the season before falling here just 2 days ago against the Hartford Fighting Owls in a dramatic 2-1 game. Dragons looking to rebound from that loss. As for Cecil, they come in with a 1-2 record.
They are. I don't know why he didn't run.
Having lost to Essex in their last contest and beating Northern Virginia 2-0 before that.
Yeah, I don't know why he wasn't running.
This is Jeffrey Fuentes taking it. Goes to the back post. That was Donnell Claxton, who has gotten his first start of the year, was trying to poach on the back post and couldn't quite bring it back towards goal side. The goal kick is taken short by Cecil goalkeeper Aiden Hayes, the 6'1 freshman out of Trinidad and Tobago, gets the start today. Cecil has seen two different goalkeepers get action so far this year. Charlie Rinker has started 2 of the games, and for Aiden Hayes, this is his second start of the season. This is Jason Fuentes. Will put it to the back post. Denora tries to jump over Cameron Bridge on the back side, and it will travel all the way out for a Cecil throw-in. Hayes, like I said, he has played in 3 games. This is his second start. He has allowed 11 goals, made 20 saves, has a 6.17 goals allowed average, and a 64.5% save percentage. He does have credit for the lone win for Cecil this year against Northern Virginia, a team that this Dragons team has also played against and has defeated. Long ball played forward, and that is going to be Danny Ventura, who will come out to collect. Ventura, he gets his first start of the year between the pipes. He has played in a couple games prior to this and has a 1.73 goals allowed average. He has made 2 saves on 3 shots, allowing 1 goal for a 66% save percentage. And Denora gets taken down in the box. And just like that, the Dragons have an early penalty kick opportunity. Denora was making a bombing run in, and I believe that was Cameron Bridge who just stuck his foot out and caught a little bit too much leg. We are just over 3 minutes of play in, and Howard with a glorious opportunity to try and get on the scoreboard. It will be Denor who got fouled to take the kick. Denor steps up, and he will put it in the bottom right corner. That's a goal for the Dragons. Denor now 3 for 4 on penalty kicks on the year. That is his 5th goal of the season, and the Dragons lead 1-0. Cecil will get things going, but I've already given the ball away. Kamara putting a lot of pressure on Kadeem Kinde. Howard gets control. This is Baraka Kargbo. Gets up to Denor. Denor takes on Bridge one more time, and he just gets around him easily. Into the box he goes. Denor tries to cut it back, and it's going to be blocked away. Denor gets it back, however. He'll try again to the back post. Jeffrey Fuentes tries a side-footed volley, and that one he just couldn't get a clean connection on and goes wide. Give credit to Nathan Ramsden, who was able to cut out that first pass. It looked like it might have been a dangerous one, but Ramsden able to intercept it. Ball straight up in the air, another one, and it will finally come down to the Dragons left back, Babakar Sissoko. Now, that is Kema Kalam, who is trying to go for the through ball to Joe Belgray, just a little bit too much on that one. Kema Kalam, who has been starting at center back all year long, has actually been moved to left back. It looks like Sissoko playing in a midfield role today, as it's going to be Claxton in the middle for Howard. Played to the corner. Dimboya finds Kamara. Kamara looking for Gray on the far side. He might have been off sides on that play, but Cecil takes no chances and gets the interception. Going for over the top ball, but that is going to be out for a Howard throw-in. Thrown short. Sissoko gives it back to Kema Kalam. They play a little two-man game. Finds Fuentes. Now Fuentes will look to set Gray loose, and what a header once again by Ramsden. Now Kamara comes through on the second ball. Kamara tries to get through, and it's Ramsden once again who is able to make a critical defensive play. And now Ramsden is looking back at the rest of his team wondering, why am I the only one that is getting it done on the defensive side right now, looking for a little bit more help. Thrown in towards Gray, and Gray unable to collect. Oh, excuse me, it was poked away, and it will be a Howard corner kick. It will once again be the left-footed Jeffrey Fuentes to go to the far side so that he can swing one into the box. Fuentes has 3 assists on the year, second on the team behind only Denor. Looking to add to that total. Puts that towards the near post, headed away by Akil John. Fuentes will get a second chance at it, and it's going to be knocked away. Once again, Denor under pressure, trying to get it to prevent a Cecil counterattack, and Denor will do just that as he wins a throw-in for the Dragons. Denor leads the Dragons in almost every category. 5 goals, most in the team. 6 assists, most in the team. 16 points, most in the team. 26 shots, also most. 12 shots on goal. So the Dragons certainly leaning heavily on their sophomore forward to be the playmaker. That is thrown in towards Kamara. Kamara chips into the box, headed away. Guess who? It's Ramsden once again. Does mean that it's going to be the 3rd corner kick for Howard already. Played short. Back to Fuentes. Fuentes will try to chip it to the backside. Looking for Jason Fuentes, and he will just head it out. Cecil now trying to get some green shorts moving forward. Hayes will go to take it. Lifts it to the midline. Collected by John. He'll look to go for a through ball, looking for Jacob Brown, and just couldn't connect on that one. Bridge cuts that one out. Goes towards Brown. Cecil has something going here, but it's going to be Cargbo who is able to intercept before Brown gets any momentum going forward towards the Howard goal. Denboya finds Sissoko, but a heavy touch gives it away. Nutmegged on the play. Now Cecil has something going here. This is Joaquin Saavedra. Saavedra trying to go for Ascaros, but that is going to be Kemakalam who beats him to it. Kemakalam has some room in front of him. Plays the square ball to Fuentes. He'll look to switch the field. Dumboya now has space in front of him. Plays towards the middle. Kamara gets a touch on it. Ramsden goes to the ground, able to tackle it away. It is going to be kept in by Kamara. Chips it towards the box. Fuentes is there. He'll head it. Blocked away by the Cecil captain. Ascaros. Shut down by Kemakalam. Saavedra tries to set John loose, and Dumboya has the inside angle on that one and just clears it out. Have some overcast today. Not quite the sunny blue skies that we were hoping for, but still, all in all, considering some of the games that we have been through, the rain, the weather, the storm, the wind, can't complain about the weather on this one. Thrown towards the box. Saavedra gets a touch through. He gets taken to the ground. Referee says play on. Saavedra still down. 3 Seahawks on the ground right now. Kemakalam will go forward with it. Gray takes on Ramsden one-on-one. Ramsden goes to ground and is able to poke that away. A nice job once again by Nathan Ramsden, the freshman defender from Trinidad Tobago. And now a clock will stop as Joaquin Saavedra still down on the ground behind the play. We will take a break for the injury timeout. We are back here as Joaquin Saavedra has been able to walk off on his own power and has been replaced by Eduardo Pina in the middle of the park for Cecil. It will be Jason Fuentes who gets control for Howard. Moves across to Dumboya. Looking for the through ball again. Howard continued to try to just break down the Cecil defense by going over the top and through on the long balls. Now they're trying to switch the field. Kemakalam. Fuentes tried a little touch around, and Leon Jiroji was having none of it. Joe Belgray dribbles himself into the corner, finds Kemakalam in support, and he just did a little bit too much dribbling and just dribbled it straight out of the sideline. Played up towards John, and that is going to be out on Claxton. Jobel Gray gets done through the goal, but Aiden Hayes comes off his line quickly in that neon orange shirt that just really stands out here. A really good job by him to come off his line, but Denor, he's into the box again. Leo Denor, he chips the goalie, and it goes wide. Denor, with his incredible athleticism, just danced his way through the Cecil defense. Hayes came out to try to challenge it. Denor attempted the audacious chip attempt and just went wide of the net. Sissoko, first to it for Howard. Kamara gets tripped up there, and Howard attempted to play it quickly on the restart, but the referee will pull it back to the spot of the foul. Played towards the sideline, Kemakalam. Jason Fuentes switches it over to Demboya. He'll play it towards the middle. There's a couple of Dragons in the middle waiting for it, and neither of them could get on the other end of that pass. Fuentes wins it. He'll play it to the other Fuentes, Jeffrey, and another slide tackle by Nathan Ramsden. Kamara dribbles himself into pressure. Kinde, and a double slide tackle. Kamara is able to stay on his feet. He'll try a shot towards goal. Saved by Hayes on the short hop. Kamara was trying to curl that one in, and the short hop was played nicely by Hayes. Claxton barrels into the stomach of Akil John. And it will be a foul against the Dragons. For Howard, cannot look past this game, but certainly it's hard not to when their local rivalry with Montgomery College is looming. That game will take place next week at Montgomery in what has been a long-standing rivalry between the two soccer powerhouses. That one in Rockville. The men play at 7 o'clock. The women are slated for 5 o'clock in that doubleheader. And certainly a matchup to keep an eye on. Good news for Cecil fans, as Joaquin Savadra has gone back onto the field as he will replace Kinde. But good to see that the Seahawks captain is able to continue in this contest. Gray squares it to Fuentes. He'll play it over to Denor. Denor is going to take on Bridge once again. Denor, his shot goes into the corner of the goal, and the Dragons have doubled their lead to 2-0. Jason Fuentes played it through on the outside of his foot to lead Denor just enough, and that's all Denor needed as he just ran right past Cameron Bridge. And not surprising here that Cecil has decided to switch up their formation a little bit as Bridge has moved over to the right side, as Doroji will move over to the left side to try to deal with the speed of Denor. It's a tough task for anybody to try to just take on Denor. We have seen numerous defenders struggle throughout entire games and trying to contain him. Claxton. Savadra steals that one away. He'll try to play towards the opposite corner, but nobody there in a green shirt. Fuentes will turn with the ball, plays towards Sissoko. Sissoko will jump over a sliding tackle, but the second one by Cecil is effective. More slide tackles from Cecil, and that is Iscaros, who's gone to ground a couple of times. Claxton turns upfield, finds Kemakalam. Kamara. Gray is making a great run through the middle, but that will just open things up for Denor to make the run on the far side. Denor will try his luck this time on Jiroji. He succeeds again. It's into the box. Flicked away by Cecil. And Denor continues to be unbeaten on those runs down the sideline as Fuentes is called for holding Savadri. Saavedra will cross the field towards Jiroji as Howard appears to be ready to rotate their roster as we were expecting them to do today. Iscaros at the corner of the box. Poked away, and it will be a Howard throw-in. So a triple sub will be made for the Dragons. So it'll be Michael Feria, Oscar Ayala, and Mahmoud Mansour going in. Kamara, Sissoko, and Kemakalam going out. Feria looks like he has moved into the center forward role. Mansour on the left forward role. Denor is still in there on the right forward. Excuse me, Kemakalam is still in there as a foul is called. Oh, excuse me, it's going to be offsides against Cecil. It was Fuentes, actually, who came out. Mansour plays it back to Kemakalam. Looking to give it back to Mansour. One-touch passing. And Howard now has some room to work with as Mansour just passes it straight to a green shirt. Not his best ball that he's played this year. It's going to be Iscaros making the run for it by himself. And Fuentes will win out on that battle. Switch of the field by Claxton, and it will split between Denor and Dunboya. Cecil will bring Kende back in as he will replace Iscaros. Kende gets involved in the action right away. Plays it back to his defensive line. Bridge tries to get it back to Kende. Given away, Ayala, who just came into the game, took a knock there. Referee says play on after the late tackle. Fuentes flips it forward to Mansour, who is trying to run to it and just can't quite get there ahead of Aiden Hayes, who is quick off his line once again. Flipped out quickly. Cecil looking for the counter. This is Argueta. Argueta's trying to get around Feria, but some great shielding done by the Howard forward. Ventura plays it towards Fuentes. Gray takes on Ramsey one-on-one. Gray gets past him. He's one-on-one with the keeper. Gets around the keeper. Open goal in front of him. Now the defense is going to be able to block it. What a play there by Ben Prest as he is able to block away the surefire goal by Gray and keep the score at 2. Gray had gotten around the keeper, had an open net in front of him, and just took one too many dribbles trying to get the angle right. And by then, Cecil's defender was able to get in a good position to block away the shot. Saavedra. And that's going to be a misplay by Claxton. Cecil has it once again. The goal was open. John looking to try to just aim it up. Saved by Ventura off his line. An awkward save as he was still going backwards and just sort of swatted it out of his goal. In the end, got the job done. and is able to keep the ball out of his net. Pressed. Finds Kende. Plays forward to Brown. Taken away by Carbo. Feria back to Carbo. Plays it to the corner, looking for Denor, and Denor is signaling to him, why are you putting it out of bounds when I've got all this room in front of me? Just keep it in and let me run onto it. Pressed. Tries to play it over the top, headed away by Carbo. Pina. Finds Ramsden. Saavedra back to Ramsden. Goes wide to Argueta. Kemakalam finds Gray. Feria looking to poke it forward to Mansour. Giving away again. Crossed into the box. John is able to get on the other end of that. Tries to turn and shoot, but just couldn't quite get enough time to be able to take it. Kende. Collision there between two players, and the referees will say it is off a Howard player, and Cecil will get the throw in. Over halfway through this first half, Howard with a 2-0 lead. Hasn't been that comfortable of a lead, though. There's certainly been some awkward moments where Cecil could have broken through. Paul looks like he's trying to, or excuse me, John looks like he's trying to line up a long throw in. Does just that, almost gets it all the way to the center of the box. Falls out to Ramsden. He tries to chip it into Brown, who couldn't quite control it down. Tries luck again, but it gives it away. And a foul will be called behind the play as Ramsden poked out at the foot of Oscar Ayala. Played over the top towards Mansour. Ball checks up, and Mansour is able to get to it and keep it in bounds. Tries to take on Bridge one-on-one. Mansour is able to get around him into the box. Mahmoud Mansour, he hits it off the bottom of the crossbar, and it just skims right across the goal line. Somehow not able to get into the goal, and it will be a goal kick. And that will allow Howard to make a couple of substitutions. And this will be somewhat of a new debut for a familiar face. Berdini Paul, a player who we saw for a number of games on last year's team, is now getting his first action of the 2022 season as he moves into the left back position. Joe Belgray into the box, finds Mansour. He's going to unload, trying to take a shot. Press is able to get in front of it, and it'll be blocked away for another Howard corner. So it's going to be Joe Belgray to take this from the near side corner. Gray taking his time with it. Now we'll hit it towards the back post with a curler. Nobody there from Howard really attacking it. Everybody on their flat feet. Howard will play it back. Feria will go to Paul. Mansour just muscles off Bridge. Plays it forward to Gray, who is in an offside position on the play. It was a good thought, but Gray just could not quite hold the line as his run was just a bit too early. Referee says that the ball was rolling on the restart and we'll have to restart the restart. Kende goes towards Argueta. Cargbo able to intercept that one. Howard once again looking to counter. Played forward by Feria. On the outside of his foot, plays it to the corner for Mansour. Bridge coming on strong, and Bridge does indeed come on very strong and is able to kick it out. Thrown towards Gray. Gray gets in the box. He goes down on the play. Referee having none of it. That's Kende. Gets around a couple of Howard players. Goes towards Argueta. Goes to the corner to John. And he looks to turn. And he is now turning to his team and just begging for somebody to come to the ball and give him an option to pass to. Cut out by Kende. Ayala takes it back though. Baraka. He's going to go over the top. Denor is in a foot race with Hayes. Hayes going out there and he will be able to shield off Denor enough to let the ball roll out for a goal kick. Escaros will return to the game as he'll replace Cameron Bridge and go to the right back position, giving Bridge a break. He has had quite a tough first half so far on that Cecil defensive line. Certainly not to say that any of us up here would do any better. It is as tough an assignment as it gets. Ayala head to forward towards Denor. One-on-one against Preston. There goes Denor once again. He gets around one, gets around to second. The third tackle attempt by Cecil will succeed as Kende gets it out. And that will allow Howard to bring in another new player as Precious Akinrotoye will come in and replace Joe Bell Gray. Thrown in. Gomez. Denor. Denor towards the corner, looking to try to chip it. It's going to be hit out once again, and that time it's going to be Jiroji who gets his foot on it, but allows Howard to get another corner kick. This will be their fifth of the half. Howard seemed unsure about who's going to take it, as Fuentes, who usually takes the corner kicks on that end, not on the field right now, and it will be Ayala making the long way over to do it. So that will be the right-footed outswinger from Ayala here. 4 Dragons in the box, 5. Towards the back post, and Hayes calls it and collects it. Hayes looking for somewhere to go with it quickly, trying to set Brown off. Brown able to hold up play. A really good job by the Cecil forward, but that one is going to be hit away by Paul. Carbo flips it to himself, tries to get around press. Carbo with the shot, and that one will sail high and go over the fence on the backside for a goal kick. So we will see Frankie Ozuski making his first appearance as he will go to the front line, giving Jacob Brown a rest as he's been up there by himself for the last 30 minutes. Saavedra
Take an extra ball over to the guy.
has it taken away. Ayala, collision between the two. Foul goes against Cecil as Kende took out Ayala, and he will check on his counterpart to make sure he's okay. Kemakalam goes back towards Ventura. Plays it wide for Gomez. Gomez finds Ayala. Given away, Saavedra. Nowhere to go with that one. And now Howard will look to go on the counterattack once again. A lot of white shirts going forward, but Mansour can't get it off his foot quick enough. Gives it away. Let's see if Howard can do better this time around. Akin Rotoye. Feria to Carbo. Towards the middle, Akin Rotoye is in, and what a play by Hayes comes out. Feria will have an open goal chance, and that one will go wide. Feria had the entire net to work with, and just couldn't quite put it on target. A great run through the middle by Akin Rotoye. Again, Hayes aggressive off of his goal line, able to make the play, but in the end, Feria should have put that one in and just couldn't quite make it. Gomez looking for Akin Rotoye, and that will go out for a Howard throw-in. And it looks like there is an injured Seahawk on the ground. I believe that is Kadim Kende. And it is, he has told the referee that he is good to go to continue. Throw in for Howard, deep in the offensive zone. Towards Carbo. He'll backheel it to Ayala. Ayala has that shot saved towards the goal. Mansour couldn't quite get enough of it. The ball couldn't even roll towards the net fast enough. Howard still in a threatening area, and now it is finally cleared out for good, as Paul will have to go all the way back to Ventura. Mansour looked like he could have just tapped that into the open net and just flubbed it a little bit. Couldn't get enough on it. Kemakalam towards Feria, towards in the middle. An awkward flip by him. Ayala has plenty of willing runners in front of him, goes towards Carbo. Referee has his flag down. He plays it towards Denor, into the box. Leo Denor around the goalkeeper and in. Howard has made it 3-0. Leo Denor, his second of the game. And sixth of the season. Give credit to Carbo for the assist. And the Dragons now well in control of this contest. So with that, Joe Balgray will take over for Denor, who, having picked up his second goal of the game, will get a bit of a rest. Howard also sees Easton Rackstraw. He will replace Feria. Argoletto. Trying to get through traffic, poked away. Mansour trying to get to it first. A slide tackle, a strong one by Ascaros. 4 bodies around, and it is going to be a foul against the Dragons, I believe, for the dangerous play. It will be Kende who will take control of this. Cecil, realizing that there are no Howard players up on the midline, will push more and more bodies forward. Kende chips it towards the top of the box, headed on by John, and it will be saved by Ventura. A strong header, but just couldn't quite keep it down enough to put enough power to trouble the Howard goalkeeper. Saavedra tripped up by Ayala, and that's a cheap foul to give away as Ayala just stopped moving his feet, stuck his leg out. Apologizes to the Cecil player for the foul.
Joaquin 32! Joaquin 32!
Howard puts 4 men in the wall here. This one from about 30 yards out, we'll say. Certainly within shooting range, especially when you're talking about being in the middle of the field. Saavedra, his shot just goes over the crossbar. A good effort from him. Ventura didn't seem like he had read that one very well. And in the end, is lucky to see it go over the crossbar. Mansour finds Paul. Mansour gets it to Carbo. He's onside. Will try to do his little dance. Gets around Ramsden. Into the box it goes. Mansour tries a flying volley attempt. Doesn't get anything on it, and it will be out for a goal kick. Mansour looked like he was going for an MMA move on that one, a flying kick in. Just didn't quite time it correctly. Gomez taking off the ball. Saavedra comes slide tackling in from behind, didn't make contact with the ball. Second slide tackle, gets the all ball that time. And Rackstraw plays it off of Argueta. Paul towards Mansour. Akinratoye. And a foul is given, and frankly, I don't agree with that one. I think he got all ball in that one. That's a really tough foul to give away. But Howard will benefit from the decision. Ayala, the only one standing behind the ball for Howard. Likely to chip this in the box. He's not one to really shoot from this range. I believe that went off of Cecil. It's kept in play nonetheless. Carbo into the middle, headed on by Rackstraw, and another good save by Hayes. That one did go out for a corner kick. So Howard will get another chance at it from the corner. Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first half. Howard ahead 3-0. 2 goals by Leonard Denor. Excuse me, 3 by Denor. He has the hat trick in this game. Headed on by Carbo. It's going to be headed out. Akinratoye chases it down, is able to keep it in possession for the Dragons. Gomez mishits that one, and it will go out. Thrown in towards Saavedra. Goes over the top, looking for Argueta.
Hey, set it up! Set it up! Hey, Joaquin, you gotta win this one!
And this will be another chance for Akil John to put in one of his strong headers. Once again goes to the middle box. Saavedra comes flying through, gets his head on it, but it will be out for a goal kick. Moore now leading NJCAA Region 20 Division II in goals so far this year, as he will go ahead of Katsuma of the Essex Knights with his 7 goals. The Knights do play tonight against Hartford in what will surely be a great battle. Those two teams will face off at 7 o'clock in Essex. So for anybody that's just a fan of soccer, surely one to keep an eye on. That is a foul called against Mansour. And the clock will be stopped as the referee looks like he wants to have a word. It looks like with the Howard midfielder, Baraka Cargbo. And now the referee will bring on the trainer to attend to the injury. We will take an injury timeout. We are back here in Columbia, Maryland, as the injured player has been helped off the field. That was Jorge Argueta, who suffered what looked like a lower body injury. That one chipped into the box, and Ventura having to chase it down and is able to pounce on top of it. Wishing the best health to Argueta, as he surely looked like he was in some pain after that one. Ventura rolls it towards Kemakalam. Paul finds Akinrotoye to Cargbo. And a great play there by Ascaros, who plays it off of Cargbo.
Come up this way. Steve, you gotta move with play. No, you are on the sideline.
Slide tackle by Rackstraw. That's going to be out. It's going to be another Cecil throw-in.
Is that a foul or a throw, sir? When plays down this end, Steve, I need you to move up here and not stay in the corner. Okay?
John has it in his hand, looking for the long throw, and again, under 2 minutes to go. Cecil trying to get one back before the end of this half. He'll throw that one a little bit lower. Ayala takes an aggressive angle towards it, and it's going to be off Ayala for a corner kick. This will be Cecil's first corner of the game.
Cam, hit the corner. Akil, go in the middle.
It will be Cameron Bridge to take the corner kick.
Matt, you're the guy, right? You got to catch anything.
Bridge will take the left-footed in-swinger. Puts it into the box. A great ball punched away by Ventura. Kende taken down by Mansour. And with just a minute remaining, Cecil will get one last chance at this. And clock will be stopped once again. Another injured player for Cecil. This is Kende, who went down earlier in the game, is trying to play through the pain. And he will get back up and limping pretty heavily. Not sure if he'll be able to continue here. And now Kende.
Come on, sir. Sir, he needs a sub.
And now Kende is signaling to his coach that he needs a substitution as he is not able to continue. And he goes down now in some serious pain. We will take another injury timeout. We are back underway here as right as the whistle is blown, Saavedra will try his luck on goal and that ball will sail high. But Cecil suffering a couple of tough injuries here in the last couple minutes. Now just looking short on depth at the moment. Hit deep. Flicked on header. Gray's able to run onto it. Jobel Gray, he's in. He is shot, saved by Hayes. Another great save by Aiden Hayes as he came out all the way to the edge of his box and just got a fingertip on it.
Who's there? Countdown.
Howard gets one less corner kick attempt. Played into the box. It's bouncing around. Still there. Clarkbow, his shot saved by Hayes. And Howard unable to get one last one in despite the close effort. And that will do it for us at halftime. Howard will take a 3-0 lead over Cecil as we go into the intermission. We'll be back after this break.